Okay guys, just going to run through something a little bit different. After sort of a lot of toing and froing and thinking about it, obviously I've been critical of the way harness previews are being done for a long time. So I've decided that if the demand's there, that I'll make mine public for anybody interested. But I've actually written a post about it here on the Off the Map website. If you click on this video and it'll take you to the website, it's actually will be on the recent posts here, just on the right hand side. Off the Map Gold is my plan to call it. Obviously the issue with me is that if I put that information up there for free, I'm giving away sort of my competitive edge, and obviously can compromise the way that I earn a crust. So I'm looking at sort of having a small fee associated with it. It's just that trying to do what I do, I get caught doing it a bit half-assed, for lack of a better description, in that I'm happy to share a lot of information publicly, but some of it I just really want to keep to myself for that competitive edge side of things. And I actually feel terrible afterwards if I get a result and I've kept that, on the hush hush. At least sort of that, by giving this other option, obviously everything will be transparent for any subscribers. Obviously, I think a couple of you probably already know that I do share it with a couple of people interstate already, the preview. But I do get sort of a payment in kind in reciprocal information from those other states. So I'm always happy to do that because I'm getting something in return for it, and I do trust where it's actually going. I probably, if there's any demand for it, I just really want to probably cap it at 20 people. I think any more than that and it just won't work. If you just think about it, you can't, if you've got more than 20 people and I'm tipping the one horse, it's going to be hard enough for that 20 to get on, let alone any more, without some of them missing the actual price. So that's probably why the cap's there. If we have that demand for it, and I'd imagine not everybody's going to want to buy in every week, so one out, one in type of thing. So could have a waiting list if there is a demand. As I said, say here, I've got no idea if there'll be 1 or 50 interested, to be honest, but in the past I've actually been offered some pretty good coin for the info. Some people got more money than sense, but just from my perspective, it sort of defeated the purpose of what I was doing if I was going to sell the information to somebody that I wasn't too aware of who they were and had no control over it. At least if I do it this way and I think somebody's using it to give bookmakers prices, etc., I can sort of ban that person, and so I've still got that control. And plus the other thing, as I mentioned here, I was a little bit idealistic in my thinking. Just obviously I wanted to do it for the good of the product over, just sort of, $100 a week for me. It's neither here nor there, but I just think it's probably is deserving of I'll put a fair bit of time into it. If I'm going to make it public, I think it probably deserves some form of stipend or something like that. So if going forward I do decide to go down that track, I'll definitely still continue on with how I do things currently, just the general preview, and throw out probably a best bet, which is generally pretty obvious, and obviously mix that with the paid content for those that are more serious. And so Off the Map Gold probably is the name I'm looking at. instead of only just thought about it and just done it. Got a couple of links here from just to give an idea of what you get. So this is just the daily set. So look at Devonport, only keen on 2 races, so obviously I wouldn't sort of look at charging for anything like that. 20 units outlay, return 13. Obviously with only 2 races, there's not a big enough sample size there anyway. So Hobart the week before, 38 units for 75 return, and Launceston the previous Sunday, it was 41 outlaid for 46 return. But I'm actually filthy on my tipping the last couple of weeks. It's been nothing short of disgraceful. Like, as I mentioned in the rant video, you can dress up these results and say that, geez, you got, what's that, 121, 134 units return for 99 outlay, so you know, winning about 35% profit on turnover. But as I said before, you can't read anything to 3 meetings. It's not a big enough sample size. You know, for example, if Christian Jazz didn't win, I'm losing 20. So just been filthy. A couple of these horses I thought were good things have gone terribly. Like, who do we have? William Till, Spot 8, even Black Ops. Yeah, no, Teresi, they should have won. And they're sort of the 4 big bets that I've pointed out. So, yeah, so that's that one, and the actual preview is here. So it just comes with a formed comment, so general comment, and then the suggested bet. You know, like race 1 comment, how's that? Actually looks the best of good things, both on form and speed map. And suggested bet, I simply can't bring myself to take odds on about come on, how's that? And I think they actually put up 6-4. So, you know, if you got this and you see that I'm pricing them both at 100% and 116%, obviously 100% for win only punters, 116 aimed at the each way punters, you'll probably notice some horses that might be 16-1 in the 100% win only market. I might sort of make them 8-1 in the 116% because they're a great place chance, but I probably give them very little chance of winning. So that's just sort of something along those lines. Yeah, but obviously if you had this, you know, I say here, I was expecting come on, how's that to be odds on. They put up 6-4. If you had this, you probably would have backed it. McAdam, he was odds on. I priced him $2.15. You know, you probably would have laid him. He got beaten. Diddley Bow started $18 fixed. Priced him $6 in the 116% market. And he won. Yeah, that race would have been gold. You know, Black Ops and On Full Tilt. So I think race is pretty simple actually. If Black Ops gets a decent time in front, he should win. If he comes fresh, then On Full Tilt might be the one. You know, so just mentioning On Full Tilt dropping back from C3 to C4 races of late, and gets into extremely winnable C1 to C2 here. Finished up winning. Claimer, like, what's his chance? You know, they bet $3 something, so he was overs, but I still didn't back him. I just refused to bet and stand start Claimers. I got this race entirely wrong. I was pretty confident. Yeah, I'm quietly confident we can narrow the winner down to either Timely Sovereign or Lord Jones. Extra in second and third, and Pushkin, I priced way over what he started. I actually pegged as an out and out leader, so he did surprise me, I must admit. And the last race was a no better fare. So, but that gives you an idea of what you get for the full meeting preview. You get the 100% market, the 116% market, if you like take backing horses each way or place, or even taking exotics. Obviously 100% for the win-only punters. General comments here, I make mention of things like driver changes, horses dropping in grade, it's sort of general speed map comments, future promise maps to sit 3 pegs, Marty Surreal maps to sit leaders back, Black Ops certain leader. I think I actually got every leader right on the night. Come on, how's that? Didn't have to be a rocket scientist. McAdam, Black Ops. But if you're a Betfair punter, jukebox music. I actually wasn't sure in this stand. I said last guy standing, I'll laugh your head off. Last guy standing did actually lead early and when the ground shook. So I got every leader. Also for Betfair punters, you've got there written here, Betfair players out there, they should monitor the start closely, as if he steps and gets clear running early, then he should be winning. So if you like to bet in play, you've got that option mentioned there as well. So it's just sort of run through what you get. Haven't really thought of prices too much yet. But it's just one other thing as well. I will mention that if you're just with the basic daily meeting set, I'll also make a comment as to whether the first price to take it or B to wait. As I say here, a lot of tipping sites tend to think punters are Nostradamus in this regard. Like, they always expect them to horse strips from 4 to 8, and they expect you to take the $8 when so it can mean a lot over the course of time. Just the rough prices I thought about off the top of my head initially was $10 for the meeting preview, $5 for the set with the suggested bets. Obviously if you get the full meeting preview, it comes with the set as well. Also throw in the Gallops tips for free, but I'm not comfortable charging for that product when I know there are superior options out there. I'm winning with my Gallops tips, but there are far better judges out there than me. So I'm going to give it so the next couple of weeks I might just put it up free of charge, give people like a test drive, see if it works, if it doesn't. Very open to any feedback as you think what may work. Somebody's already said to me that they'd like to see a speed map on there, which I'll certainly take on board. And even just general expressions of interest, so just let me know, just send me a message on Facebook, or direct message on Twitter, or just an email to racingtassie@gmail.com. So anyway guys, we might just wrap it up there. Just something different. Off the map gold is the plan to call it. So I mentioned it was virtually something spur of the moment. So we'll just see how it's received and whether it progresses or not. Worst comes to worst, I'll probably stick to what we've been doing anyway. If it's not broke, why fix it? So anyway, look forward to hearing any feedback and if there is any interest out there for it at all. But anyway guys, thanks again and we'll chat to you soon.